Welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome to the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome to the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome to the Poundcast. This is your host, DJ Doug Pound, coming in live on Zoom. And of course, we got my co-host, Brent Weinbach.
This is Brent Weinbach. I'm coming in like this.
Coming in like this.
I'm coming in like this.
Now,
I'm trying to not be too loud because
no, it's fine. I think the levels are good.
Okay.
All
right.
Today's show is brought to you by, as always, who do you think, Brent?
It's called Louisville Vegan Foods, Louisville Vegan Jerky.
LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Do you hate pandemics and do you hate viruses that are from the animal industry? Then support some cool companies like Louisville Vegan Foods. Go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com, use the code word Poundcast, and get 20% off your entire order.
By the way, I'm looking at somebody right now, Zachary. He's writing something down. It looked like he was taking notes about that.
Oh, he's writing down that ad,
like
right? He's
notes,
writing down. He's going, what is this? LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. And wait, what? Joe, Zachary, in case you didn't catch that, the password is, the code word is Poundcast. Anyway.
Okay, everybody better be taking notes during this podcast.
No, I got to click on my image when I'm talking, because otherwise it'll just be you the whole time. So I'm going to click to me, and we'll click back to you. So that's our sponsor. You know what it is. You've heard them before. You've heard Stanley on the show. So support the mom and pops out there. And go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code Poundcast. Get 20% off.
All right.
Now, what else you got, Brent?
Let's talk about some dates coming up. I'm going to do another one of these like chat comedy shows, which this is kind of like basically, but, with some comedian guests. And that's on this Saturday, May 9th. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And the guest this edition will be Moshe Kasher, Chris Garcia, and Lizzie Cooperman. And, kind of chat with them, interview them. It'll be a purely live experience. It won't be recorded or anything like that. So you can check that out. Just look online for the different links to find the Eventbrite page. And, it should be a, fun little hour and 15-minute experience, purely live experience. It won't be recorded or anything. Tickets will stop being sold a half an hour before the show starts. Again, 7 p.m. Pacific. One other thing I'd like to mention is that there's this TV show that I had the honor of acting in called The Dress Up Gang. It finally got released by TBS, and it's out on TBS.com. If you have cable or access to TBS, then you can log in and see all the episodes.
And I can vouch. It's a very high quality show. Very funny. Good job, Brent.
Thank you. And it's
glad it finally came. It's coming out.
Yeah, I think a lot of factors kind of played into it finally getting released. One being the quarantine. I think they probably thought, well, we need content. We have the show. It's already done and made. We shot this 3 years ago. Anyway, it's finally out. So you can see the first episode without having to have a cable. You can watch that on TBS.com, but also it's available on YouTube TV, if that makes any difference. And I know international people, it's harder to see stuff, but
just DM Brent for those industry links.
So Dress Up Gang, check it out. TBS. If you have cable.
And I think a big factor of that coming out, Brent, was probably because us on the Pound. I'm sure TBS heard the Poundcast and they were like, "Well, we gotta play it now."
Yeah, right. The one with Steve Smith.
I got the remix, Brent. If you got any more dates?
No, that's it. That's all I wanted to mention.
I got a couple dates. May 5th is tomorrow. May 7th is Thursday. Those are my dates. Okay. Let's go to the remix. This is coming in by Pound Pimple, Michael Thibault.
It's probably Tebow.
I
bet it is. I bet it's Tebow.
Hear it?
I don't know.
Can you hear it? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Welcome to the It's freaky, Brent. Can you hear Brent?
Not really hearing it.
Really? Can anyone else hear it?
Cutting.
We can all hear it.
Okay.
Sounds like 9 Inch Nails. I wanna pound you like an animal. Doesn't it sound like that, Brent? Well, if you can't hear it, you'll hear it. Michael Thibault. Thibault? Thibault. What the heck? How do you... we speak American here. I'm not trying to be French. Thank you, Michael, for sending this sick remix. We'll play the whole thing at the end of the show.
I mean, I heard it. I heard it already.
So you can comment. So you can comment on it now.
So I can say, yeah, it is. It's scary. I mean, it's like.
Speaking of scary, I saw a scary movie last night, but we'll get into that. We could talk movies. If anyone's got any movies they've seen during the quar, get them on deck. All right.
I got some movies too that I saw.
What'd you see?
Should I talk about it now?
No, these guys have been waiting. It's like John's getting ready. Probably some tobacco, probably some North Carolina tobacco he's smoking, it looks like. That's cool stuff. We got all the classics in here. We got Nicole Stevens, and we got some new faces. Anyway, and we got Anna, perfect. Some classics. We got Cole, we got Seamus. And I think we can get to all of these pimples. Why not?
We're going to get all you pimples tonight.
We're going to get to all you pimples tonight. All right, Brent, you're in charge of the room. So why don't you
who should we go start in alphabetical order?
Just go right one. Just go to the first caller, first one.
Well, they're in alphabetical order. They're listed in alphabetical order for me. So.
Oh, for me, I'm looking at Zachary. So it's either reverse or he just randomly up top. I don't know.
Oh, I see, like that. All right. You know what? I will hit him. I will go that way.
Hit him up.
I'll start with Zachary Sweet. Here we go. You're ready to go, Zach. Make sure that don't have any pinned camera though, Doug, so that it will, if he's talking, it'll.
Well, let's just see what happens here.
Yep, you might have to unpin yourself because you might have pinned yourself.
I'm not pinned.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Well, he's here.
What's up?
Zachary Farms. Welcome.
Oh, straight from the farm. What's up?
Straight from the farm. I like that.
Zachary, what do you got in your fridge behind you there?
Well, I'm at my girlfriend's house, so it's just a bunch of pictures of her family and stuff.
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Castro Valley. I live in Oakland, but I've been staying at my girl's house.
I know Castro Valley.
Yeah.
That's where Fidel resided for a long time, right?
Baby brother, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so excited to be on this, man.
Welcome. You sound like a first-time caller.
Yeah, this is first time. Long time watcher and listener. First time popping off.
Heck yeah.
First time popper.
How's your core been going?
Pretty chill. Just been animating and drawing and stuff. That's what I was doing, and taking notes. But I was like drawing you guys.
Do you do animation for like work or?
Not anymore. But yeah, freelance stuff. I've been doing some personal projects, but just trying to keep busy, keep myself entertained.
Let me take a look at that shirt. McDonald's Toy Company.
You know what this is from?
Nah.
From Big.
Oh yeah.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Is that like a bootleg? Is that like a bootleg fan made shirt?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Well, that's cool.
Christmas.
Well,
present.
you got anything you want to talk about? By the way, callers or Zoomers, come in with something on deck in case we don't have anything to ask you.
I do remember something, and I wanted to kind of lightweight apologize. I left a message early on in the podcast asking Brent, I think I was asking Brent, what's up with your boy Lou, and last name Sassel, and Brent totally got it, but it took a minute for you to get it, and you said, "Nah, I don't know who the hell that is." Like you were pissed, so I wanted to apologize.
Does that mean like Lou's asshole?
Yeah, exactly.
Lou's asshole?
Yeah, real corny, real, just trying to troll you, and it was a fail. Brent got it, and he got a kick out of it. He said, "I ain't got no friends like that."
I mean,
I think I just got that joke now. Even then, I didn't even,
I don't remember getting it back then, and I just got it now.
Oh shit!
But I mean, maybe I did get it back then. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it was probably about 2 years ago. But it was, it was a highlight. It was definitely a highlight. But yeah,
That's nice.
I just saw Brent at the Risk show in San Francisco with your sister. You were performing with your sister.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Oh, thanks.
I wanted to ask. So I noticed now you have, from my memory, you've got 2 different car poo related stories.
No, just one. I
Hold on.
think.
Well, you've got one where you shit on a plate, and you've got another one where you shit in a bag.
A plate?
Yeah.
What's next? You get a bowl?
You had to hold. I swear.
You're making stuff up. This whole Lou Sassel thing. This is all a hoax, isn't it?
All mamas. You said it.
Let's see what you drew real quick.
Oh,
the wet dream couch. So Kat's asking if this is the wet dream couch that I'm on.
Yeah, It is. Is it really?
It is, but
I thought that was red.
No, this is a couch, but I have a blanket in back of me, but I changed the cushion covers are changed, so reupholstered from the wet dream. It wasn't my wet dream. Not to say I don't get wet dreams, but anyway, there's no pooing on a plate. I've never heard of such a thing.
Plate.
You're probably thinking of Nathan Fielder or something.
Nah, you said you were hanging in between the van.
I've never done a plate. It's only been the bag the one time, and I didn't actually do it. It was almost a bag.
And the bag that you brought on stage was the bag. Was it the bag?
That's a mystery.
Come on.
Well, okay.
Did you fart?
I'll tell this only to this. No, actually, because this is going to be going up. No, it's a secret. It's a secret.
Oh, come on, man. Brent, come on. Give us a little something, man.
I'll save that answer for after dark.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anything else, Zach? Anything else, Zachary Sweet?
No, but Zach, I don't know what you're talking about this plate, though, actually. I ain't trying to poo on no plate.
Well, it was kind of a similar story to the plastic bag story. I don't know if you've modified it over the years, but that's why I was cracking up twice. I was trying to figure this out. Yo, is this a plate or is this a plastic bag?
And I've never been involved with a plate before. I would never get involved with a plate. I'm bag only.
It was a paper plate, so it could kind of like taco it up after the loaf was dispensed.
It's funny. You must be. I wonder who you're thinking of, because it's not me. It must be another person that you're thinking of.
All right, I'll start from podcast number 1, and I'll work my way up again.
I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, Zach, you go back, you find the clip, send it to me, send it to Brent, show us what's up,
I would love to hear such a thing, but I've never done such a thing, and I never will do.
I could be mistaken. But it's all good.
Choco taco. Sounds like a Choco taco.
It is.
All right, Brent, what do you think? Next caller, or do you want to?
Thanks, guys.
I mean, sure. I mean, we got movies to talk about too,
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie? Have you seen any good movies or TV shows, Zach?
I watched a documentary the other day called Life Animated, I believe. And it was about this boy with autism that communicates through Disney dialogue. Like he hasn't been able to talk all his life because of autism. And then his father has a breakthrough just by like saying a piece of dialogue from Aladdin or something like that. And so he's able to talk to his son after years of him being silent. I don't know. It was really moving. I
Heard
definitely
about that.
cried. I got some wet ass eyes. in that movie.
Eyes on wet.
Yeah, big time. But yeah, besides that, Ozark. It's fucking pure gold.
I gotta get back. I gotta get into that new season. I haven't watched that
Oh,
one yet.
shit. Holy shit! It's almost too much. I think.
Is it hardcore?
Yeah, it's anxiety. It gives you kind of anxiety. You can only take in a little bit of it at a time. Seriously.
I think I got the coronavirus just now
Really? Why?
We all can grow and we all can learn.
because I was out. I went out, and I don't go out often, but I went out because I had to run a couple errands. I went to the bank and I went to the post office, and they were the post office was packed. I mean, it was really uncomfortable waiting in there. People were not keeping distance, and I'm just thinking I probably got it.
I just
True, my parents got coronavirus.
No, I think you're good. You don't got it.
good.
I mean, I wore my bandana and everything. This is the bandana that I wear.
I want to see your look. Are you going cholo style or what?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's your
I'm
look?
getting back to
I'm
my
surprised
roots.
you don't have like a hardcore, like super, like with a gasket around your face or like a.
Right. I do like this kind of
You know,
thing,
you're going like that. That's how you look.
And it's blue. You
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
surprised.
I'm like this. I tie it around my head.
I'm surprised.
Why?
What is yours
Like-
look? You got yours on deck, Doug?
No, I'm a Crip. That's why I do it like that.
Oh shit. Oh,
I wear a
God.
buff. I got a buff. Do you guys know what a buff is?
What's a muff?
A buff. A buff.
Like
I
strong.
can, I can go get it if you want to see it.
I want to see that buff.
You want to
Okay,
see
you
buff?
guys talk. You guys talk for a second.
You want to see a buff? Check this out right here. Look at that.
Damn, cut. You low.
See that? Look at this right here. Damn. I'm looking swole. Look at that. You want to see buff?
See?
Check this out, dude.
Let's see that buff. Damn. When I was a kid, I used to put a Capri Sun bottle in my shirt and hold the straw and blow it up and do that. It was
Oh,
like
that's funny.
it was a lunchroom fucking hit.
That's a good trick. Yeah, that's a good trick.
Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, I got
Duncan-
that.
Duncan Trussell gave me this buff a few years ago when I went to Burning Man. He gave me some tips and he gave me the buff.
Yeah,
And
I got
then
this.
I busted it out of the closet because it's perfect for the quarantine. Stylish and it's more comfortable and it's more breathable. You can
Yeah.
My voice doesn't sound too much different with or without the buff.
I didn't know they were
Look.
called buffs.
I think it's just like the brand name or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
Wait, Doug, why did you
Whatever.
surprise that I wore a bandana like that?
because I thought you'd be more medical, you know.
I would
not
be,
like not
actually.
like stylish. You're kind of like
No,
styling,
I'm not trying to be.
you know?
No, I'm not trying to be. I don't have anything. I don't have any masks.
Yeah, but I'm
don't have
surprised
any
you
ma-
wouldn't have like,
Yeah.
you know, made being
gaskets on the side.
like clean and healthy like your number one priority. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know. I actually looked for masks, but there are no masks, so I have to use this.
There is
bandana.
no need.
I got a
There
question.
is no masks. There is no masks.
If you got the corona, you think you would live through it or what?
Macaroni.
I don't. I think I would live through such a thing. Yeah.
Nice. You're a healthy boy. That's why. Smoke. It fucks with smokers.
I don't remember now. I'm trying to write down the movies that I watched recently, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I see all these movies. I kind of forget when the last time we talked.
Well, don't say if you don't know.
No, I'm writing
something.
them down. I got them. I got stuff down here.
All right, let's move on with the show. I think I saw this
All right.
movie. Thank you, Zachary.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Say hi to Matthew for me.
I will.
Say thank you to your lady for taking care of you during these times.
I will. Appreciate it.
Stay negative, COVID negative.
Show.
That's right. I saw this movie last night called Vivarium. Has anyone seen that? I think it might be on Netflix or it's on something. But it's not the good movie to watch during the quarantine. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I don't even know if I should talk about it, but it's like a Black Mirror type awful situation, sci-fi kind of thing. These horror, sci-fi horror kind of thing. This couple gets trapped. Anyway, Brent, let's bring on the next guest. What do you think? Next caller?
Yeah, let's bring out John. Here go John right here.
Oh, hey.
Here he is. What's up,
Hello?
John? Where are you? Where are you at, bruh?
Philly. Philadelphia.
Have you called in before?
No, I never called. I tried to last couple times, but you didn't make it to me.
Oh, this is sweet. We got all new callers this week. That's fun.
Kind of looking like Cam George a little bit.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Yeah, you are kind of looking like Cam George.
Well, Cam George, he lives out there in Philadelphia. You don't know
He's got
Cam
that
George?
John's got that Philly look.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got that bleach blonde Philly look.
That's right.
Are you a DJ? I see they got the turntables back there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Check them out. I got my 1200s. My
What kind of
records.
stuff? What do you spin? Vinyl exclusive?
No, sometimes. I have a radio show where I do like XDJs, and then I've been trying to do some more vinyl.
Okay. How's your quarantine going? What have you been up to these days?
Just been hanging out, raising some hell, getting into some mischief.
What kind of mischief you getting into during the quar?
I'm just going down to the train tracks, down to the river, just hanging out there. For a while.
Really?
There's nobody down there. Yeah.
Are you down there by yourself?
Yeah.
What are you doing by the tracks by yourself?
Walking around. It's
Really?
in the woods. Yeah, yeah.
Just
You go
thinking.
down, yeah. Well, it's nice. You like to go for hikes, right?
I do, yeah. Do you ever put like a nickel or a quarter on the tracks and then wait for the train to go by?
No, I haven't tried that.
Oh, that's
Is that a hot
fun.
tip?
It's fun.
Can
You can damage federal property. Is that federal property? I wonder how illegal that
Oh,
is
no.
to just flatten a quarter.
Let me ask you this.
So,
Can you match beats?
yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Match this.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
No, but could you have matched that if you wanted to?
Yeah, probably.
Can you scratch?
I'm learning. I'm trying it out. It's hard. Doug, can you scratch? Use the DJ.
No, I don't really do that.
He's not like a real DJ.
I'm not a real DJ.
Come on. What did you guys think of the audience and when you came to Philly for that Poundcast recording, and there were all those people that like came because they got free tickets? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you were there then, I guess. Yeah.
I was, yeah. Well, you gave me free tickets.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, because you're up in there was a special benefit, right?
That's right.
You got that special Patreon benefit. Yeah, what did we think of those people? They were fine, I guess. They were kind of somewhat whatever, but they were, whatever. They were kind of fine.
It's
too,
not
I guess.
something I would want to do a lot. That was like an experiment.
You talking about
and
those people that came for free?
just doing well.
Yeah. Well,
No, we made it
yeah.
work. I think we made it work. And
No, it was
that lady
entertaining,
was
for sure.
entertaining enough to get her on stage. And
But she didn't like the show, right? Or something was up, right?
I think you confused them.
Right.
Because they came from like a serial killer murder podcast thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And so they're looking for something dark. We keep it pretty light out here. You know what I mean? We keep it bleached. Is your hair color that natural color?
It's blonde, but not this blonde. This is
So it is kind of bleached, huh?
hmm
how do you
Yeah.
bleach it?
I just get the kit from the store. The 40 volt or what is it, 40V.
How does that work? How do you do it?
You just mix the blue powder with the white, like what is that called, developer, and you put it on your hair and you let it sit for like 20 minutes.
Does it hurt your head?
A little bit sometimes. It kind of burns like if you get it on your scalp because it's bleach.
It's worth it though, right? Because like when you're
I mean,
done, you're out there on the streets by the train tracks, and everyone's like, "Who dat?"
Oh, yeah,
right?
I'd be looking cute on the tracks.
You'd be looking cute up on those tracks.
You ever try to bleach that butthole?
No, I never tried.
You
Well,
ever
I got my
dye it
bidet
black?
upstairs.
I dyed mine black.
He dyed his black.
Yeah, I just
That's
mix the
what's
blue
up.
with the white, and then I get down there. So you got any questions for us or anything to talk about or what?
No, that was it.
Just
I'm
hanging out?
excited to be here. Yeah. Feel free to move on.
Well, I hope
Thanks
this
for
show's going.
checking in.
I hope this is an entertaining show for folks. I mean,
You watch
No,
any
this is great.
first time I've done the Zoom. It adds
I
another
haven't watched too
layer.
many movies, but I've been watching a lot of Degrassi with my partner in crime.
What do you mean by partner in
Kristen?
crime? Do you mean your
I mean
business partner? You mean business partner or romantic partner?
Romantic partner.
Who
Oh,
dat?
really? Who's that?
Kristen, she was on the call, but she's at work right now, so
Is she
had to
bleached?
leave. No, she's got dark hair.
Bleached like you?
Jet
You know
black.
that book?
Would she break up with you if you got rid of the bleached?
Nah, we've been together for a while. Sometimes I have it bleached. I was orange for a while.
A couple that bleaches together stays together.
That's
You
what's
know
up.
that there's a book called Black Like Me. I'm thinking bleached like me, or bleached like you.
Wait, you went orange for a while? Were you trying
Uh-huh.
to be like the Batman shooter or something? What's up with that?
I don't know. I just thought it was a fun color. The first time I did it, though, I went for a bike ride and I got screamed at by this guy in a truck. He told me I looked like Elmo, but Elmo's red. So I don't know.
Yeah,
what
well,
that was
you can't have that harassment.
I guess you can't expect
You got to blend in a little
accuracy,
bit.
yeah.
You
I mean,
want
to
to be a
be
little
fair-
funky, but you don't want to be orange, right?
To be fair, though, orange and red are pretty close. They are right
Dude,
next
maybe
to
he
each
was
other
just
on the
making
color wheel.
snap
They're
judgment.
right next to each other on the color wheel, so you got to give him that.
Mhm.
He's in the right direction.
Yeah.
You should have said
Yeah, you
next
should
time
give him
somebody
more credit. Yeah.
next time somebody says that, be like, all right, then come tickle me. Oh, Elmo?
Oh, have
Come
you seen
tickle.
that
Come tickle.
documentary?
Yeah, I think that was a while ago. There's a dude who did
Were
it
you
as a
talking
freak.
about that on the show? The people who or the guy who likes watching guys get tickled, but then it was like this
Oh.
whole scheme.
But
I'm
isn't
forgetting
there
what it was called.
oh, it's
now.
called Tickled. I saw it actually.
Tickled. Yeah, yeah.
It's funny.
isn't there a documentary about Elmo and like the dude who did it's a freak or something?
Oh no, but I believe that.
Well, there is that too, actually. But I don't know. Yeah, I've seen Tickled actually. That was a fun one to watch. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and what's funny is that there was a movie theater that had a deal in Los Angeles where on Tuesdays it was only it's like $5 all day or something like that.
Sure.
And so I was trying to watch it on a Tuesday, and my friend, Mikey Campman, maybe some of you know, we started calling it Tickle Tuesdays because we were trying to see Tickled on that Tuesday, so Tickle Tuesdays. And now it doesn't matter what movie I'm trying to see there on Tuesday, I call it Tickle Tuesdays, regardless. So I say, oh, I'm going to see that on Tickle Tuesday, and because they still have a discount there at that theater. So Sunset 5.
Cool.
Is that me?
This one's you.
Who's the other one?
This is you too.
Who's that?
I don't know. I just have
Is it my
random.
sister?
I got her, but where is she? Can you guess who this laugh is? Famous actor.
Who do you get? Hold on. Turn it up. This is fun, actually.
Yeah, one more time.
Someone says John Goodman.
No.
Do it again. Oh, this is
Sounds like
interesting.
an old laugh.
Trying to figure that out. This is a fun game, but oh my god, it's a guy, obviously.
It's okay. I'll give you a hint.
Is he
Coppola?
Well, I was gonna. Okay, it's Al Pacino.
No,
Oh, James Caan.
no.
Or James
It's
Caan.
related to Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
There you got. We got a winner.
What do you say? What do you say?
Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You want
Uh,
another laugh?
Yeah.
Okay, here goes another one. And it's a very
Who's that?
sarcastic laugh, and it's a famous actor, and he's on a phone call that he didn't know was being recorded.
Will Ferrell?
It's Mel Gibson. I don't know who's ever gonna guess that. Oh, somebody
Some-
got it.
Yeah. How did he know that?
MGE M Geber. M Geber got it.
All right.
We're gonna do another one.
A different phone call or different? Oh, different
Different
laugh.
laugh.
Okay.
Okay, here's an easy one. Are you guys ready?
That's easy. Too easy. I'm not going to answer it. Pee Wee Herman.
Sphincter
I-
got it.
I mean, I already knew. I knew that immediately. It's so easy. Too easy.
How about
Not
this
worth
one?
it. Not
one
worth it.
more. One more.
Oh no, my cat just brought a mouse over. She got it though, finally.
Okay, it's Eddie Murphy.
There you go.
It's Eddie Murphy. But hold on. His cat just brought a mouse over, by the way.
Yeah, she finally got it. It's been
Like,
running around now.
It
She's
was
walking around with
in the apartment.
Yeah, well, I live in a row home in Philly, so they just kind of get in. Hold on, I'll show
Oh.
you.
A row home?
Oh no, she's putting it in my clothes. Oh,
Oh my God. Let's see it.
Can
Let's
you-
see it
can you
quick. Get
see
it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it?
Where is she?
Oh no.
Well, I don't
Let's
want
see
to
it.
watch her.
I
kill
feel
it, but
bad.
she's playing
I
with
feel
it,
bad
yeah.
for that mouse.
I want to take a look.
They are kind of diseased. I don't want to show.
All right, let's go to the next caller.
But yeah, bye.
All All right, Johnny.
Thanks, Thanks, Johnny. Stay bleached.
We're not.
Hey.
We're not like necessarily saying goodbye to you. We're just muting you. Okay. Okay. So wait. Do you want to hear about? Do you want to talk movies before we move on to the next person? or-
No, I don't know. You know what we should do is like this week we'll pick a movie, then all the pimples watch it, and then me and you discuss it next week.
Okay. So you don't want to know the movies I saw recently?
Give me one.
A Woman Under the Influence.
Thumbs up or down?
Well, I was liking it for a while, but then I don't know. Maybe halfway through, it just kind of started getting a little tedious. I thought. Started getting
Okay.
kind of
Well, I mean, there's no
repetitive.
need to even mention something that
Well,
not,
no, but
you know what I mean? It's like,
But I mean, it's cool. It's cool.
you know what? I watched Piggy. Have you seen Piggy that Steve Smith made starring Clay Tatum? That was on the Poundcast.
I haven't seen that. I want to see that.
Watch it. Check it out.
Actually,
Cool.
you know what I saw? I said this already on the podcast, but Home, Clay's new movie, Home, that was really good.
Okay.
And moving on to Aubrey.
You want to watch Vertigo by
I saw it.
I saw it a long time ago, but I haven't seen it. in a
I saw.
while.
Did I say that I saw a little?
We got to pick a movie. How about the Pimples tell us one to recommend?
how
And
about
Aubrey,
how about it's
Aubrey,
a Mad
Aubrey,
Max?
do you have a movie you can recommend that we could watch?
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. One movie.
Well, it's
to
not that
watch.
much pressure. Look at
For
all
all
those
the
books you
Pimples.
have behind you. You must be a very well cultured man.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the spot though. Let me think
Okay,
for a
well, we could
second.
talk about whatever you were going to
How
say.
about this?
How about think about it? Or the next caller can think about it. The guy that looks like the guy that
I've
reviews
actually
records.
I've seen Salo, by the way. I've seen Salo. It's hardcore.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a hardcore movie. It's probably one of the most hardcore movies I've ever seen, actually. It's about these.
Aubrey, where are you located?
Vancouver, BC,
Oh, coming in from Canada, baby.
where we cannot watch the Dress Up Gang.
Really, is it
Unfortunately.
unavailable in Canada too?
Yeah,
I mean, I would imagine it's unavailable in England or Australia, but I mean, Canada. Come on, guys. At least give Canada the show. What about YouTube TV?
I looked at that. It's U.S. only.
That's a bummer.
Aubrey, what do you do up there?
I'm unemployed.
Oh, dang. So what do you? How have you been spending your time during the core?
You've been reading books, obviously.
Yeah, my life's pretty much exactly the same as it's always been. Cook a lot, go for a lot of walks. I don't really read any of those books anymore. I used to read a lot, but now I just listen to podcasts mostly.
But Aubrey,
Do you cook a lot of in a lot of walks?
Cook on the walks.
I mean, if you go on a
Oh,
walk,
cooking.
go on a walk, and then you cook on a walk,
Yeah.
in a walk. You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
stir fry.
Big Chinese bowl.
I see what you're saying. No, I don't really cook in a wok though.
Aubrey, you have so many books.
It's just this place is really small, so like all the books are on that one wall, so it looks like a lot of books. But
If I lived in a mansion, that would be more books than I have.
You know what I do? I like to keep a few books that I like, but then otherwise I just get rid of them because they're just sitting there forever. Or do you need to reference them, Aubrey?
they've just accumulated over the years. I just moved a year ago and got rid of like half my books, and like
my
have more books
gosh.
in storage downstairs. So like
What?
those are just some of the books.
You are
I
a
used
book
to read a
fiend.
lot.
No, you are a bookworm.
As an unemployed person, do you get any kind of assistance from the Canadian government?
No. I
I have
kind of
read
just have an arrangement with my wife where like she's kind of a workaholic, so I just like stay home and cook all the food and stuff.
Oh, that's a good
I
deal.
was trying to write a book. That's why I have so many books.
Wait, say what? You used to have what?
When I used to read a lot, I was trying to write a book. That's how I ended up unemployed originally.
Oh,
But-
well, now have you read every single one of those books that I'm seeing there?
No.
Oh, you
no.
haven't. Okay. Do you want to eventually get through all of them, or what?
No.
They're just there for show.
I mean, they're like I got rid of a bunch like when we moved. I kind of like got rid of like my least favorite half of what we had, and then those are like the ones I kept for now, but like I could get rid of more of them eventually.
Are books your favorite medium?
No, they used to be. Kind of got tired of them.
I know what you mean. When I used to read so much in high school and college, and I'm really in college a lot. I read a lot in college, and I read so much that after I graduated from college, I never wanted to read ever again. I just got so burnt out reading, because you have to look at these words so much, I just want to kick back and relax and watch a visual.
Yeah. Well, now that there's so many podcasts, I listen to those all the time, and it's so much easier to listen to audio than to read a book.
It's a much more visceral experience.
And now I wish, like, whenever there is a book I want to read, I wish there was an audiobook of it. But like a lot of books, they don't have audiobooks of, so I would listen to audiobooks.
You got burnt out on books too.
Brent, you should make an audiobook of the dictionary.
Actually, that's an interesting idea. An audio dictionary where someone can look up a word.
It's so annoying. You have to like fast forward to like, that's.
You have to fast.
There's no like track listings. It's just one big file.
Well, maybe each track is a different letter. You know what I mean? So you got all the letters. Make it a little easier to flip through.
Well, Audrey, do you got anything? Or Aubrey, what's your wife do out there?
She does human resources.
Oh, and then with all the job losses, there must be less and less resources.
The company she works for is an essential service, so she's working a lot right now.
Okay.
Dealing with all the COVID.
Did you hear me cough just now? I think I got that from the post office just now.
We didn't hear you cough. We don't believe you have it. You're negative. Do it that drive-through. Now we have the drive-through COVID test. You gonna do it, Brent?
No, I don't want to increase my. I feel like you're kind of asking to get it going through those in a way.
That's what I do. I went to the drive-through. I'm like, yo, give me a large fries and give me one COVID and
some napkins.
And some napkins. And a couple honey mustards.
You give me some mild sauces. Give me the. Hey, wait, you got sick, Doug? And did you go through the test or what?
I didn't. I did get sick for like one night. I had a fever, but then I got fine.
Maybe you had it.
Maybe didn't have any cough or anything. I feel like I ate something weird because after I ate, I started to feel sickly. Anyway, Aubrey, anything else before we keep this party rocking? This party is really cool.
If you're gonna get to all these pimples, you probably better move on because a lot of people in here.
How many we got, Brent? How many people are in there, Brent?
Well, there's 29 people besides us, but there was actually 30. Someone left, must have left, I guess.
Let's go to Sean, Brent. Sean,
okay.
is he on deck? Is he next?
He's on deck. I'm gonna mute Aubrey. So, all right, thanks, Aubrey.
Yep. Thank you.
Shawnee.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, man? Where are you located?
Minneapolis.
Oh, we've talked to you before. You do artworks with your feet.
I do. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for remembering.
I remembered. And are
Yeah.
the paintings behind you made with your feet?
Yeah, they're smaller. In fact, I got one right here. I can kind of show you. So that's about the smallest I would do because my foot's kind of like over the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I should zoom sometime for my studio and I can show you guys some bigger.
So that's feet art.
Yeah, so this piece is called Mallard. It kind of looks like a duck if you see the face is right here.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm seeing more of a chicken, but all right.
I know. I
chicken,
see more
yeah.
of a rooster or something like that.
It's like bird-like, and I just do that at the end. I don't try to make it look like a thing, but if it does, it's kind of fun. Here's another one.
Right. I did that with my poo before.
With your poo? It's a
On a
good
plate?
brown.
On a plate?
No, in a bowl, a toilet bowl. But wait, show that.
Oh, this is just another one. I've just been working at home on smaller stuff too, which is
Oh, what is that one called?
Quarantina. It's called Marshall, just because I was listening to the Marshall Tucker Band because I'm going through all my old records.
That's cool,
So
man. This is cool.
That's how I take titles, man. Thanks.
So
got
wait
a
a
cool-
second.
cool
You
thinking.
how do you do this exactly? You put the paint on your feet. Which do you put different colors on different toes, or how does this work?
Yeah, it's like I don't have them home with me, but it's like a shoe palette knife. So a shoe, and then a big palette knife duct tape to the shoe. So then, if you imagine, I'm kind of like stepping and scraping.
Oh, so you're
like
not
that.
doing barefoot?
No, not like what's that movie? Daniel Day-Lewis.
My left foot.
My left foot. Yeah, that's the joke that I always get. Like holding the paintbrush in my toes. No, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't mind. You know what I like is I'm gonna make some new shoe palettes. Like maybe have a big piece of plexiglass under my shoe, and I'm like walking on top of it on like an unstretched piece. That's kind of what I want to try next.
Have you ever seen the sequel to My Left Foot? My
Is
Left
there a
Feet.
sequel?
My Left Feet.
Nice.
No, have you
used
seen
two of
the
I used to.
have you seen the sequel, The Man with One Red Shoe?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. Isn't that a movie? I don't know. Whatever.
Is that Gene Wilder? I don't know.
Sean, so okay, so you're kind of now. Why do you use your feet? Why did you decide to do that?
Right. So it started as actually, I was actually working on a big commission, and I had another job at the time, so I was like really cramped for time, and so I had pieces on the easel, and then I would start them on the floor, and then I realized, I mean, the first layers for me are just thick acrylic. And I realized I can kind of like actually be like painting and like be doing two at a time kind of a thing.
Huh.
So then like what I saw, like what I was doing was more interesting to me than what I was doing with my hands. So it's about control. It's all about changing control and then seeing what you do under different circumstances with control. I mean, since I'm a contemporary painter, it doesn't have to actually, stick to any type of like representation. And that's what I like about art. I would never do it if it was like planning out like representational stuff. So it was just kind of a trick to save time, and then kind of liking what I did. I mean, I like abstract expressionism, so like Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko. I'm sure you guys have seen Pollock, right? The
course.
movie.
Oh no! I
Yeah.
just seen Pollock as in the.
Oh
work.
yeah,
The
you've
work-
seen
his works.
and then just talking about film so much. I mean, it was a pretty good film for an art movie.
Huh.
So yeah, I mean, it's been kind of weird. I've still been going in about once a week to my art studio, just because I'm already quarantined. I mean, that's kind of the joke with artists that I know. It's like, well, we've been quarantined our whole time, so it's kind of weird.
Can you
But,
show us more pieces?
Yeah.
I mean, I
yeah,
see some pieces in back of you there, but
yeah.
and you, I'm sorry, did you say if you used both feet or just the one foot?
I use both, man.
Yeah.
I use both feet. Yeah, I've got a bunch of shoes with the pallets on them.
Are your legs kind of strong because of this?
You know what's actually gets strong is your core, because you're like, imagine you're lifting your legs a lot. So actually I've noticed like in my core more so than like my quads or anything like that. This piece is called saxophone, like your stomach, your abs.
Okay, yeah.
This piece is called saxophone, just because I don't know. I don't really like having the titles is just like a name. Like I don't like calling something untitled. I think that's lazy. So
right.
This is cool. Kind of my older stuff would be more like, this would be like a solid line. Like this horizontal band thing is something I kind of got known for maybe about 10 years ago. And then other painters kind of started to copy me a little bit. But so then I kind of change what I do, and then I kind of break it up, the composition. But it's kind of a cool one.
And just out of curiosity, why saxophone?
What's that?
Why saxophone? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, you know what? Something about the energy inside of it is kind of like, just seem like jazz to me. And the whole like jazz abstract painting is kind of a cliche that I don't really like, but for this, I don't mind calling it that.
Yeah. It's funny because I did a poo piece myself and I called it saxophone, but it looked like a saxophone. But anyway, carry on.
You did a poo saxophone?
Yeah, it looked like a saxophone. Anyway, yeah. But
okay. I think that's what they play in the George Michael song, right? The poo saxophone, right?
All right. Anything else, Sean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So getting away from that, thanks for asking and remembering that, by the way.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
So I saw the Beastie Boys story. I don't know, did you guys catch that?
I did catch that. Yeah, that was one of the movies I've seen recently.
Yeah. I just thought, did you read the book or listen to the audiobook at all?
No, I do.
Their book.
I think I'd rather read the book because that was kind of weird. I wanted more. It was like it was like a TED talk or something.
It was a presentation. Yeah. And I was really excited for it. And I think they could still do like a traditional documentary, because I kind of want to hear more other people talking about them, you know, because their influence is so huge. And then it was just like, and then like Mike D is like, and then Adam Yauch was, you know, doing all.
They seem kind of, don't they kind of seem kind of dorky?
They totally do.
They're like so dorky in that movie.
Totally. And just how they've grown and what they look like now. But I still really enjoyed it. I feel they kind of like they after like maybe Check Your Head, and they kind of cruised past. They didn't really talk about like Hello Nasty or From the Five Boroughs or anything. It just kind of cruised all the way to Adam passing away. But I thought that was good. And then I am catching this McMillions show on Hulu, HBO, the story about the
I've seen it. I've seen that
Monopoly.
one.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting. Pretty crazy how like the mob got involved, and just the capacity, like, oh, you have access to these high winning tickets, and then they're keeping them in those plastic things in their freezer and stuff. And it was just kind of weird.
Yeah, that was good.
And then I just listened to the last show with you guys. You're talking about Paul Thomas Anderson a little bit, and specifically with Roger Altman. And they filmed Prairie Home Companion here in the Twin Cities. And Paul Thomas Anderson was on deck in case something happened to Altman, like in case, because he was so old. So I don't know if that's kind of an interesting, like in case something happened to him, he was like the director to take over.
Yeah, that's interesting because I mean, I guess Paul Thomas Anderson is a fan. Probably, you know, I guess Robert Altman's a big influence, it seems. But
yeah,
it's interesting that he's such a big influence that they were going to use him as a backup.
Right. Yeah, in case something happened. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. But yeah, otherwise, I feel like I'm a big film person, and I feel like he should be doing more feature films. I mean, you mentioned Phantom Thread. That's his last movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's been directing like music videos for the band Haim. You know, the girls, the band Haim.
Mhm.
He's been directing all of their music videos. I don't know if you've caught that at all.
No, I didn't know that. No, I know he did
It's
a.
kind of,
I know he did a Joanna Newsom music video.
yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked your Brent. I liked the quarantine tips / horror film you did. That was funny.
Thanks. There's two of them now. Actually.
Two of them. I saw the follow up.
Hmm.
That was cool.
I think that one's scarier. I think. But,
Yeah, it's freaky, man. And Doug, it's been good seeing you on Office Hours. It's been really great lately. All the drops. I like the Paul McCartney drops. You mess with Tim because he's such a Beatles fan.
Thanks,
Great.
man. We have we're gonna do something special this week. I won't spoil it for anyone.
Okay.
But it's gonna be. We're putting a lot of work. We just had a meeting before this, a Zoom meeting about it, and stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Right on, man.
All right, Sean. Keep on.
keep on
As your business, have you been affected by the pandemic at all much, or what?
Well, it's actually been okay for me because what's happening are friends of mine who like had to cancel their travel plans have actually said, "Oh, we've always wanted to buy a piece, but it's a little bit expensive. But now that we had to cancel this trip and we're stuck at home, I've had that happening actually. I've shipped out 3 pieces that I kind of didn't expect to sell, and they're kind of larger pieces. So that's cool. And I started a Patreon account. I don't have anyone subscribed yet, but I'm doing my process videos. So I'll do like a little teaser video, and then if you want to watch the whole thing, it's like subscribe type of deal. So I've been working on that. But
okay, final question. Do the paintings, do they smell like stinky ass feet?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean,
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I know
Put on painting,
your foot isn't really touching it, but
right. It's not bare feet, but maybe I need to work up to the bare feet. I like.
You should make them. You should make them smell like feet. Like
a scratch and sniff.
Something out. Spray some kind of foot stink onto there. Might be kind of cool.
Foot stink.
If your foot fungus is strong enough, or your stink is strong enough, then it will be on there, even through the shoe.
It can go through the shoe.
If it's strong enough.
Well, I'd love to get like a Nike sponsorship, man. Right? Like that. Don't you think they'd be into that? Or get some kind of thing like.
Actually, it'd be cool if you did like a Nike swoosh or a Nike logo with, as a piece, with your feet. Actually, that could be a cool series that you do. Is that to is just to do all the shoe logos, and they would probably be more abstract looking,
right?
Because you're doing their feet, but
right.
Yeah.
That's
but
cool.
anyway, we gotta move on. But thanks,
man.
Sean.
Great to talk to you guys, man. See ya.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of pick up the pace with these, and so we're gonna move on to Panos.
How's it going?
Hi.
What's up, Panos?
Yeah, Panos.
Panos.
Where are you at?
Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, Canadian number 2. Cool.
Yeah.
How are you? Are you quarantined and all that?
Oh yeah. Since I don't know, what was it, like the beginning of March? Yeah. So
yeah, like second or third week of March, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you living by yourself, or were you just talking to someone there?
I'm living with my wife.
Got kids?
Actually, in June we're gonna have our first kid.
Oh, congratulations! Do you know what gender it is yet?
A boy.
What are you gonna name it? Panos Jr.?
No, but that's what all my friends say. We have an idea, but we're not telling anyone yet.
Okay, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Is your wife's name Patsos? Just kidding. It's a stupid name. Or Patos. I don't know. That's what your kids gonna say.
Are you working during this time, or what's your situation?
I am working. I guess best way to say I'm a landlord and a developer.
It's funny that your wife laughed at that. Like, why did she laugh at that?
Oh, because everyone hates landlords.
I work really hard as a landlord, but actually the truth is landlords do a lot of work. Actually, they don't just collect money.
What do? They don't do nothing.
They maintain things. They help. If there's a problem,
That's the super does that.
Well, they have to deal with business stuff. They got to collect. They have to they have to rent things out to people, which is a lot of work, and they have to, they have to figure out how they're going to spend all the money that they earn, which is, can be daunting, what they have to decide where we're going to go on vacation. It's a lot of decision making,
Panos, how many units? What do you got? A big, just like another house, or do you have a big apartment unit, or what do you got?
I have sorry, what do we rent?
What are you lording over?
Apartment buildings.
Oh,
did you buy the build? Do you own the building or what?
Well, it's a family business. My dad built the buildings, and then we rented them out to people.
Hold on a second. I keep on seeing people saying something about a man in the shower. Is there somebody like inappropriately doing stuff or something like that, or no? Okay, I just want to make sure. No, there's a naked man washing apparently. I just was like wondering are people cool with that? If we're cool with it, then we could just let it be, I guess. But I'm trying to look for it. I don't know.
Oh, you mean Nick on page 2? I think I see him. Oh, there's a lot more pimples. We should keep cycling through, try to get to more of these pimples.
I know, yeah. Hold on, where's Nick? Where's the naked man?
I mean, he's waving, page 2.
You're naked?
Well, I just see him waving.
I
don't see his. You just see his head. He's not showing his.
All right. Well, anyway. All right.
His Johnson or anything.
All right. Well, anyway, back to.
Yeah.
So, you got any questions or got any recommendations or anything? This is what we need for the Zoomers. You got to have something.
Do you have any baby advice for first-time fathers?
You got to cradle that ass.
Well, okay. First-time fathers. Yeah, I mean, I have no experience with that, but I would say, if it, don't be afraid to use corporate punishment. Wait, what's it called? Corporal punishment? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Is that what you like hit the kid?
Yeah.
Don't use corporal punishment. Use corporate punishment. Dock the kids' pay. Dock the kids' free time. Dock the kids' video game usage. No, I don't know. I would say I have no idea, but sounds exciting, That sounds exciting to be a dad, You get to be a dad, How about this? When you go take your kids out, don't take them if they're screaming at the restaurant. I just convenient stuff for me, it's not advice for you.
Yeah. Here's my advice. If you're thinking about bringing your kid on a trip, on a plane, don't do it. Maybe just
wait till they're like 8.
Wait till they're 8 years old.
Don't take the kid anywhere until they're like 8.
Yeah, maybe don't go to the movies.
Don't go to the movie. Yeah, go to the kid. Go to the G-rated, kid cartoon movies. Maybe matinee. It's fine.
Yeah, and don't just stay in a house. Don't move into any apartment buildings.
Quarantine the kid for about 8 years.
And then they're allowed out.
No, let the kid play. How about this? Just let the kid be what it wants to be. Don't say, hey, you got to join the football team. That's what Dad envisioned. When I wanted a boy, I always wanted a baseball player. So you're gonna learn, and you're gonna be the best player because I named you after my favorite baseball player.
Kind of what my dad did.
Pete
actually.
Rose.
Kind of what my dad did, actually.
What did he do? He wanted you to be a baseball player?
No, he kind of forced me to take karate lessons for 9 years.
That probably gave you. Maybe that gave you some.
It did discipline. It was a good
discipline.
It did. Well, I think it did actually.
I'm just kind of kidding, but maybe some of that discipline kind of stuff is good. Karate.
Oh, I think it was ultimately. I think it was good, but I also didn't want to do it really. I mean, I was down to do it the first couple of years, but then I got sick of it. But I did it for for 9 years. I was a black belt.
Did you ever use a karate move in real life?
I mean, no, but I think that I use my sense of discipline with regards to everything I do, playing video games and stuff, and my sense of focus, I think, comes from my martial arts background.
Mhm.
And then whenever you need to dress up, you put on a black belt.
Actually, that's true. But you know,
Panos, here's what you do. If the kid gets out of line,
send him to karate.
get out a black belt. Don't whip the kid. Just make a lot of noise with it. Whoosh, whoosh, and just, give them the fear of it. But don't ever actually do it. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
something like that.
That'll damage them psychologically at all.
No, don't cause the child any trauma. Make them grow up with no trauma and make them be but then don't spoil them either. You gotta dance the dance. It's like, how are you gonna do it? Give them just enough trauma that they become an amazing artist or comedian or whatever.
Okay.
But then, don't spoil them so they turn into some like weird Chet Hayes kind of kid.
Okay, my facial expressions are, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to understand, like, I just not sure if people are concerned or not about the man in the shower or whatever, or if people are cool with it. And then okay, they think it's fine. Okay, cool. All right, good.
Right, let's go to him. Let's go to the shower guy.
Well, hold on. Well, I mean, we should just go in order, people. I mean, here, we should speed
All right,
through
let's do some speed rounds. We're at an
Start
hour. We're at
speeding.
an hour in here. We'll do another 5, 10, and then we'll go after dark. Yeah, okay.
And then we'll get dirty. All right, Panos, good luck.
Then we'll
with
go to the shower. We'll take the shower guy after dark, but he's probably gonna be spick and span clean by then.
Well, hey, I like a clean body. I hope it's still naked.
I wonder if anyone monitors Zooms and like to make sure, because I know on Twitch if you like show a nipple you get kicked off, but who's watching?
Well, no, these are private. You can go balls out if you want. So, all right, Panos, thank you, and congratulations on the baby.
Congratulations on the baby. Don't take our
Congratulations.
advice about kids at all because we don't know.
Congratulations on that baby coming your way.
You know what? We probably do have some good advice. Make sure they listen to the good music, and make sure get their tastes right.
Get those taste buds.
Get those. You know what you should do is play them really shit music, so then they'll want to rebel and listen to cool stuff. If you play them, I don't know.
And then when that's funny.
Chet Baker and the Beatles and whatever, like, then they'll be like, I want to listen to Katy Perry, not that, or whoever's bad. I don't know. Like, I kind of like some of Katy Perry.
Oh, come on, Doug. Please.
It's like a guilty pleasure. It's
take that back. You take that back.
Some good stuff in there.
You take that back, my friend. So,
we all can grow and we all can learn.
It'd be funny if they say, oh, yeah, Dad, I don't like this music. I'm listening to cool music. I'm going to listen to, I don't know, Susie and the Banshees. And then he goes, well, guess what? That was my plan all along.
Exactly. Use reverse psychology. Get them play around the house stuff that you don't want them to listen to. Play that constantly from birth.
See,
and then when they get to the age of like they want to rebel, then they'll listen to cool stuff because they'll be like, my dad likes that.
Well, this is how I'm going to do it.
Garth Brooks or whatever. And then like,
this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to be so cool that my kids they're not going to want to rebel. They're going to want to be like me. They're going to want to listen to that. They're going to want to listen to Grover Washington Jr. All right, let's do let's kind of speed through some of these. Let's go to Guy real quick.
Yo, what up? How's it going?
What's up, Guy? Where are you zooming at?
I'm zooming from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Oh, wow. A lot of international Zoomers today.
Yeah.
Have we talked to you before? Or did I talk to you on office hours?
No. Because on office hours, it's like 4 a.m. So I've never gotten up for office hours.
But have you talked to the podcast before?
No, I Zoomed you on your Patreon.
I knew there was a Christchurch involved somehow.
Yeah. We talked about the mountains and hiking and the earthquake. Yeah.
Well, I talked about it all. Now I don't know what to say. You got anything to talk about? You got anything to talk about? Any good movies you've seen or anything like that?
I've actually got some parenting advice.
Oh, for Panos.
Yeah. Listen up. So, what's going to happen is that your kid is going to get picky with the food, right? And you're going to be like, look, I made you this dinner, and they'll be like, I don't like this, I don't like that, yada yada yada. In our family, what we had is we had a thing called an Amnesty List, and you could choose 5 things that you could be like, if it showed up on the plate, you'd be like, nah, it's on my Amnesty List. And so when you're like cooking and stuff, you can go, okay, all I need to know is I just got to not have cabbage, Brussels sprouts, tuna. Like, those are the 5 things that they can say no. And then if it's not on the list, sorry, pal, you got to eat it. And like every week or so, you can review it. Like, it's like you have a little sit down and be like, all right, well, looks like you didn't like fish fingers. Maybe you want to put that on your amnesty list and take something else off. And it's like the kid has something that they can have control over. But at the same time, you're just going to serve them whatever you want.
That's great. Can they update their list?
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah. Every week. It's
okay.
like,
they can't do it live, like when the plate drops. They got to do it before you start cooking, right?
It's like you say, hey, look, you're going to maybe think about whether you want to take peas off your list when we have a little sit down, and maybe replace that with dog food,
with Fruit Loops.
Yeah. No, it's because it's the food you want to. It's the food you don't want to eat.
Guy, what was on your list on your amnesty list? Can you?
I know Fruit Loops.
Remember?
That's why I said that. I'm just kidding.
I probably fish. Like I wasn't a fan of canned tuna. That stuff's rank.
I love it.
Rank, man. You're the bane of everyone in the staff room, showing up with the canned tuna on the pasta.
I love that. I loved canned tuna on pasta.
It's like a bomb going off.
Actually,
the staff room.
You know what I'm into now, kind of, and I had it the other day. And I used to, when I was a kid, I would have thought this was so gross, but anchovies on pizza, I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
I like Uncle Jovi's.
I had have you guys ever had a blue cheese pizza?
Yeah.
That's
probably.
Seems unnecessary, yeah. Like, pizza's meant to be a bit more of a working class meal, right?
I love gourmet pizza, man. I love elevated pizza. I like elevating. I like elevation in all forms of food. So you give me some basic food like a hot dog, and you elevate it like they do over at Freeman's, Doug, in Los Angeles. I like that.
Yeah, I've been to Freeman's. It's like a deli kind of place, right?
But they have elevated basic foods. So, all right. Well, look, hey, thanks for the tip. That's a good tip, All
right, great tip. Thank you, Guy. Should we move on, Brent? Speed round style?
Yeah, we should try to get more people in. We've been really kind of...
We can check in with...
Doug.
Yeah.
What's that? I got a question about a drop you do.
Okay.
I think it's one of your ones. The one where like the lady goes, no, or the greedy fuckers, like that one. Do you know what that one is?
The greedy fuckers doubled up on them.
Yeah, what is that?
Naya.
That is this excellent video of an older Londoner woman complaining about people, kind of like when the quarantine started, everyone was hoarding the toilet paper, and she just goes off, and she's great. She like,
how do I find it? It's like,
just Google like old Londoner woman rant about toilet paper. Let me see. I'll
DM you on Instagram about it.
I'm looking it up right now. Old Londoner woman goes on. Yeah, here we go. The first thing you'll find.
Old London.
Yeah, but you want to find the one that's not censored, because she's just filth. She's just swears so much.
Is it Grand's foul mouth coronavirus rant on?
Yeah, let's play. I'll play a little bit of it here.
Oh man, it's
Hello, all you lovely lot out there.
She's got the weirdest
Now,
accent.
what a bad state of affairs we're in. I can't believe what's fucking happening. Now, anyone going out now can't get a mask. Of course you can't, because all the greedy fuckers doubled up on them. So if I go out, which I won't, I've got to go out like that. Now, we see a picture on the internet last night of an elderly lady facing empty shelves. She could not buy a fucking thing. Now, give a thought to the elderly and all those that can't get out. I come from a war and don't remember anything like this. Stuff was rationed, but we all got our share. Now, everybody's going mad buying all the fucking toilet rolls up. Why? Don't you normally buy them? The stores...
Whoa, yeah.
It's
very close to like the southern accent. Whoa, why?
Is Nair supposed to be now?
Nah, yeah. Now. She's like,
now.
nah.
Yeah, it's now.
Nah,
That's
yeah.
so weird.
Should
Sounds
be
like
letting
Nair.
people only have one per customer. No, but the stores are greedy bastards, and they're not. Now, all start crying within the next week or so when the toilet prices fucking double. Well, we'll see about that. You'll all be using newspaper like we did in the war.
Oh wow.
That's it. That's the rant.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Her accent is incredible.
Yeah.
All right, thanks Guy. Enjoy New Zealand, one of the wonderful countries I've had the pleasure of visiting a few times.
I used to want to name my son Guy.
My brother-in-law's name's Guy. That's a great name. It's just like Guy, you know? It's like naming your kid like dude.
I think it's a cool name. All right, let's move on to Christopher Flieger here.
Flieger, this is our personal friend.
How are you? I don't know how I got in here. I'm
Wow, you are freaky right now, dude.
He must. Are you wearing all green or something? Like a green suit, like a green full body?
I said this. So this came. Do you know whose chest this is, by the way?
That's got to be the Hilarious Dad.
Yes.
That's the Hilarious Dad, and that's Trevor Ames right there.
Yeah, we all know and love Trevor Ames. The last time I was on this was Trevor's birthday Zoom call. No, it wasn't the last time, because the last time was your show, and I'm going to plug that May 9th at 7 p.m. Check out Prince Zoom call. I was on it last time, and I really enjoyed your talk about demo songs, like getting keyboards just for the great demo songs that they have.
Yes.
Because those are composed to just bring out all the possible things that you can do with that palette of sounds. So I like the intention of writing a song based on that.
Yeah.
And I think all music should be written with that intention. Or that's the music I want to hear. It's just
like if you have a guitar, you want to hit every note, possibly every string, every fret. Is that what you're saying, Chris?
If it's, I guess for the same reason, I have a hard time listening to just straight, guitar and voice music, unless it's Laura Weinbach. But I'm saying
your eyeball lining up with the nipple is just, it's super freaky, dude.
It's so bizarre, actually.
It's like we're watching a horror. It was like some horror movie or something.
The teeth coming out of there. Yeah.
Teeth too. Yeah.
Let me see those teeth, Christopher. It's also interesting.
Well, he has to talk to make to him be Chris. Talk so you show up. You pop up.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah. Keep your teeth clenched but talk and make noise with the teeth. Yeah. What a weird situation.
Brad, when you talk, he goes away. So
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you just keep talking. Anything else, Chris?
Yeah.
This.
Oh, actually,
Chris bought this. Chris, how's your Hi-Ace doing?
It's great. I need to get some work done, so that's not going to happen now.
We'll have to talk shop after the show. But Chris and I both have the same model of like imported Japanese.
Yeah, mine has a TV in the back.
Oh, you got that. Yours is like a slightly more custom model than mine.
And does yours boil water and make ice I'm not trying to.
No, you have. I don't have that feature on mine.
Okay, but it looks just like yours.
Christopher Flieger's van is like a dance club in there. He has colored lights, flashing lights and stuff, and it's a party. He's a party van.
Yeah,
And
and we're on the party line.
He plays hardcore party music, you know? You play all this.
Speaking of, here, let me take this thing off. Don't give me too much time. You got a lot of people to get to, but let me take off.
One last thing, Chris.
One last thing, and then we'll move on.
Have you heard of...
Look at that. The mystery is revealed, everybody.
Have you heard of what's the Fifth Platoon with the party line from Rap's era? Oh, there she went.
Oh, that's interesting that it's showing me right now.
The band is called Fifth Platoon?
Yeah. And the yeah, exactly, New Jack Swing. So it's, UMTV Raps era, and they're talking about a party line where, you call up this number and you meet people. So they're rapping about all these people that they meet on the party line. And this guy talks about meeting up with a dominatrix and how she tied him up, and it's great. That's what I recommend.
Thanks, Chris. That was...
and I just got this in. So whatever, we did a album and made it look like a CD. We did a
Clipping is the group you work with. Clipping.
Yeah. So we printed CDRs.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Vinyl.
What?
And then we scratched up a CD.
Wait, what? Is that a vinyl record?
Yeah, it's a picture.
How did they make it look like that?
We scanned a CDR.
Yeah, but how do you make it on a? Is it like clear vinyl or what? How does it look like?
It's picture disc, so you can do a
picture
full
disc.
color.
Oh, okay. I guess, of course.
Yeah. And then
Oh, that's that's awesome.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Big
Clipping with Christopher Flieger. Now, what did you do on the album?
So it's a live album. Oh, what is this going to be on? Or how are you posting this? I might want to go. Whatever.
Well, it'll be. We're not after dark, so it's going to be YouTube and
iTunes and whatever.
All the podcast apps, and then probably put the video somewhere.
It's a live album, but instead of like pointing microphones at the speakers, I put hydrophones, underwater microphones inside the plumbing. I think it played you some of this.
You played
from my party van.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So like mics in trees, mics, at train tracks across from the venue.
So the band's playing, and you're recording not in the venue. You're recording like in the toilet in the back.
Yeah. And we made a mic list of every single mic.
Jeez Louise, dude.
Watches of.
Wow, that is.
Anyway,
that's wild.
But there's some true pimples to get to.
That's dope.
I just wanted to see you guys' faces.
Well, Christopher, one last thing I'm going to say real quick about you is you listed yourself here as just as Flieger, and I've always kind of called you Christopher, But do you like to be called Flieger?
I'm all that. Everyone's Christopher, so I typically.
Okay, well, I call you the Fliegmeister. Sometimes I call you the Fliegmeister, but anyway, all right.
That works too, yeah.
Hey, well, thanks for being here, and thank you for mentioning other things too.
Thank you so much. More later.
Bye, Christopher.
Bye-bye.
Brent, should we go after dark?
Yeah, it seems like it's time to go after dark, and then we'll get in.
Before we go after dark, I want to show. I got this. This is where I mail the merch from. I got some merch here. I got Poundcast shirts. There's a couple. There's many sizes are available. These are $10. And then I have. I don't know why I did this, but I gotta go. I gotta make my screen full. There we go. Got S to Dad shirts are back. I think one person emailed me and they're like, "Are you ever gonna make S to Dad shirts again?" And I said, "Oh, that's a great idea." So I made up a bunch, and then like 2 people bought them. So that was a great investment. Just to get the video of the Poundcast shirt, dougpound.bandcamp.com. You can buy that. There's one Poundhouse shirt left. Some other stuff. Everything's on sale. Quarantine prices. But I get it. If you don't got the cash, You can wait until the quar is over and you're back in the black. All right. So yeah, thanks for supporting the Poundcast. To the pimples who are on the Zoom right now. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/Poundcast. Is that right, Brett?
That is right.
Okay. And goodbye.
Welcome to the Poundcast. 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 Welcome to the Pound.